Hey, what's up? Hey, so we're doing another fun video today. This is an area, I'm going to call it the basket factory video. In the old days, you remember the wood baskets they would make? You get at the farmers markets. Well, this is the place that was world renowned for making baskets. And um, so we're driving down the street, and of course, it's probably not abandoned. Maybe it is abandoned, but no one's taking care of this place. It's kind of falling apart. And, well, this was about 5 years ago. So now I think part of it's being rented. So it was called the Berlin Fruit Box Factory. And I don't know if you remember, but Berlin Heights used to have the festivals on these baskets. As a matter of fact, right downtown later on, I'll show you a picture downtown where you can see one, this huge monster basket. So I kind of course, walk on the site because I didn't see any signs that didn't say no trespassing, and so it would make baskets. Okay, and you could see all the wood, and they had machines to make it. Look at this. So they would have machines to make these baskets, and then they would ship them all over the country. And these were the outside warehouses, and they're open warehouses. Okay, and the wood floors are interesting. Probably had a lot to do with drying the wood. You know, they would shave the wood and then they would bring it into this area, and you can see the wood shavings to the right, and then the baskets are on the left. And maybe it was a certain way of drying it. And I didn't do a whole lot of research on this, but maybe I will one of these days. And so these baskets actually go for a lot of money. Matter of fact, if anybody owns this place and want to get rid of some of these baskets, I'll come get them. Okay, I could put like stuff in them and plants. If anything, they're probably ruined, so you can't really use them for food. But you can see here these big, big drying areas. Okay, and then there was other outbuildings. Okay, for equipment storage and mechanical for manufacturing these products. Very beautiful building structures. You can see the truss systems, and they're very intact. And the roofs are still good, and so they're very nice buildings. I'm quite sure you can close them in and do some really cool stuff with them. You might have to fix the floors. All right, but we'll get into the other buildings here in a second. And a lot of times I do these solo, and these photos that you're looking at, I'm actually projecting on my computer, and I'm using my S12 phone to take pictures. So I probably have better quality pictures. If people want them, I have over 1 million photos and videos in my collection from the last 30 years and I even have Instamatic photos and film photos, boxes of them from the days. I've been doing this for 40 years. Not going into buildings, but inspecting these kind of buildings for 40 years. Oh, by the way, your house problems. I do have a service. Just Google "call Marko" Marko with a question. Call Marko with a question, and you got a house problem, a mold problem. Maybe you want me to document something for you, and you want it on the internet for other people to see. Maybe you want to bring your phone to court because the contractor ripped you off, did a bad concrete job. I don't know, but if you can't solve the problem, or you need a special expert witness type reporting, um, hey, call Mark with a question. $29. I solve your problem in 15 minutes. If you want written reports and that kind of stuff, yeah, I do that too. All right, a little bit more. Also below, I might have some products. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so a lot of times I do videos, and I sell products that are relevant to the video. So hey, every nickel counts, right? I guess I should be selling baskets in this one, right? But I don't, because I don't have baskets. But anyway, so we're going inside now, and of course, there's always a way into these places because somebody obviously kicked doors in or removed doors. And of course, be careful. Sometimes there's chemicals and sealants and coagulants and VOCs, and who knows. You got to use your head. tripping is a big deal. You know, you don't want to trip and be alone. I happen to do a lot of solo, because when you go solo, you know, you're not waiting for anybody, and they're not waiting for you, and you don't have to ask people to make quick decisions, um, and you can make up stories better if you get caught. You know, I'm looking for my little doggy, my doggy. Have you seen my little doggy? You know, I've done that one before, on the railroad tracks by the railroad police, looking for my little poodle, my poodle. Do I look like I own a poodle? Yeah, right. Marko has a poodle. Don't think so. Don't think so. Anyways, there we go. So you can see this was added later. So even though, you know, the place is old, they've had offices, and you know, these are no good, by the way. And this is okay here, big space, but you put this in a little room, and I have videos on these ventless heaters. They cause carbon dioxide and vapor, and all of a sudden you get condensation. And last thing you want is vapor in a house, because that leads to all kind of problems. Here we're in the mechanical room, and you can see all these old electrical junction boxes. I mean, you know, you can see that they had a lot of different power. And look at these big pieces of equipment. I mean, this is serious basket making equipment here. I don't know if it works anymore. It's too expensive to make these baskets. And then, of course, all these machines don't have all the safety mechanisms. That's another problem, you know, to meet OSHA laws today. Plus, the heating system probably was a boiler, and they probably have to put a scrubber on. That's why you see all these factories that, you know, are with the stacks, the big smokestacks, and people just couldn't afford the EPA scrubbers for pollution, and that caused a lot of abandonment. Um, and this is a very beautiful, expensive building. Look at those things. I mean, those had to come in some big trucks. Those are full penetration welds. I mean, beautiful building. So I'm quite sure it's being used for something. You know, a lot of times you can buy these places for not a lot of money and then repurpose them. So this is the basket factory, and I used to make wood baskets here. And there is the basket downtown, all right, on East Main Street. And so they have the basket festival here, and most people go to the basket festival, and you know, they buy their little hot dogs and their kettle corn, and have no clue that this was a town that made all the wood baskets. Huge big business all over the country. So hey, down below I have some products that I sell that sometimes related to the videos. I have a Clevelandmarko with a question. Google it. Also rate, subscribe, and then there might be a bell. Hit that bell, and you'll get some of my future videos. In the winter times, I do more home inspection type videos, and next winter I will be traveling across the country for a couple of months, going to abandoned places. I may do videos on the road. I don't know. And then in the summer times, I also do some gardening videos. So check out my house videos, and thanks for coming on.